He has shelves full of Grammys and CMAs and ACM awards. But to see Vince Gill play bluegrass is to get to know who he is at his core.
It educates people to where I come from, you know, and an insight to me that, you know, to me, if you found out I was a bluegrasser, you might understand the whole harmony structure to When I Call Your Name or Pocket Full of Gold or some of those hits that are big country hits, but they have really deep bluegrass roots in them, you know, in the structure of how some of that stuff works. And so, you know, it took all that of my past to make me what I am at this point at 55 years old.
2 dates of Gill playing all bluegrass shows in June of 2011 were so successful, he came back for more.
At the Birchmere, it's going to work, you know, because the Birchmere is one of the most historical bluegrass clubs in history, you know, and everybody knows that. So, you know, this whole thing came about this year of doing 12 dates of bluegrass shows because of the 2 we did here last year. You know, we didn't do any other bluegrass dates other than here, and then the 1 bluegrass night at the Ryman in Nashville. So we had so much fun. We you know, powers that be said, hey, we could do a handful of shows, you know, and just make sure that we promote them properly, that people know it's going to be a bluegrass show. It's not, you're not going to come here, Vince, sing this hit, this hit, this hit, and this hit, and steel guitars and him playing a lot of really loud, like, you know. So I think that, you know, this was the one place I had no worries about. You know, some of these others, I think there'll be people that are going to go, I don't like 2 hours of this. I want to hear what I'm accustomed to hearing.
Unbeknownst to him at the time, Vince set a Birchmere record in June of 2011, 4 hours non-stop, no intermissions, and it all happened for one reason.
You know what? I just love playing. You know, I really love playing, and you know, I think that I think I've always been told leave them wanting more. You know, but I don't necessarily believe that. If they want to split, they can split. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I just paid a lot of money, you know, and I think so often I've watched artists do the minimum of what they're required to do, and I've never felt that way. Probably an hour and a half of it was me just sitting there telling stories and jokes, and I'm an open book, man. It's what you see is what you get.
But you lay it out there, don't you?
Pretty much. I mean, I love telling stories about my dad, and you know, they're funny, and it's my life, and like I said, I think people, if they walk away from coming to see you feeling like they know you better, then that's positive.
Vince Gill, Backstage at the Birchmere.